Hey Team Vital Force, Coach Lee here. Joshy's joining me in this video. He's been helping me out a lot with these, so make sure that when you see him in the gym next time that you say thank you to him. In this video, we're going to be going over a check and return drill. It's going to be pretty simple. We're going to stay on the same kick from me, and then he's going to run through a series of different returns. Okay, so I'm going to be throwing the rear leg kick. So all my kicks are going to come here, and he's going to be working the check. All right. For those of you that aren't familiar with a kick check, the knee should come up and out, up and out. All right. Now, depending on if you're doing a soft check or a hard check, that's going to determine, where your foot is. Some styles really like the toe raised when they check. I don't particularly like that. I have much better luck with a soft check, though there are times when I'll use a hard check. I just find that when I hard check, I find myself getting pushed out of position more often and less able to return than if I soft check. I also have had my toes rearranged a few times, stopping kicks and getting, kicked there. So the downside is that on a soft check, you can sometimes hyperextend the knee, but my knees are already ruined anyways and handle that hyperextension pretty well. But even at that, I rarely have problems taking even hard kicks in those soft checks and feeling any kind of pull on my knee. All right, so again, on the check, it's going to be up and out, up and out. And then starting out, we're going to be working on some switch kicks, okay? And if you're not familiar with the switch is just in stance. We just kind of want to switch our stance. And it doesn't even have to be full. It can be like a half a step, just enough to get some momentum going in my hips. All right, that allows for me to get a kick off. Actually, the faster my switch is, the more likely I am to get that kick off a lot of times. You'll see in some of our more advanced lessons that we'll sometimes hide the switch in punches, or use like a march to set up a switch. All right, so there's different ways to set up the switch. All right, but for now we're going to be working a few different kicks, and we'll run through them individually, and then we'll just run through the series. Okay, so the first one is going to be, he's going to be checking the rear leg kick and answering with a switch kick to my rear leg. All right, so he's going to be answering on the same side. When he throws this kick, it is going to be more of a horizontal kick, so he'll answer on the switch kick. His kick's going to come up and around a little bit more, so he'll check, switch, and chop through, trying to create that push here. All right, so again, he'll check, switch, and chop that kick through. All right, and because he's changing levels and this is a horizontal kick, he should be below my right cross. He might be in danger of my overhand, but as long as he's aware of it, then he should be able to whip this hand with the kick pretty well. Okay, so again, and he should be able to chop through. Another thing that's good there is his shoulder is kind of in the way, so if I throw, he can shoulder roll and use the shoulder to protect his chin. Okay, he can kind of let it just glide off his shoulder. You'll see that in boxers and Muay Thai guys in these kinds of gloves a lot. It's less common in MMA, although there are some guys that have some success with it. Bobby Green is one of them. If you're familiar with him, he's one of the Southern California UFC fighters. Really great guy. So again, checking the kick, and then he's going to switch kick into the horizontal leg kick. All right, so that's the first one. The second one is going to be a switch kick coming to a straight kick to the body. So his kick, if you're not familiar with the straight kick comes up and just kind of glances in. And the nice thing about it is it gets up in between the elbow very, very easily. All right, so here it is. He checks, boom, makes a switch, and chops up as straight as he can with that kick and just kind of hits the inside part of the shin rather than the front. The inside part of that shin is trying to catch on the lower ribs here and really shove them upward and inward. So again, he'll check, switch, and throws that kick to the body. All right, so that's step 2. Now next we have, he's going to do a rear leg kick. Again, this is going to be a horizontal kick. He's going to chop this kick in, really driving through my lead leg, trying to push through. So he checks, steps, and you can see when he checks that he kind of steps out and gives himself some room to really drive that kick through. All right, it will help give him a better angle on the quad here. So again, he'll check, step out, and chop through. All right, so that's step 3. Next, we're going to do the check to the rear horizontal body kick. So again, he's going to be bringing it up and around. The nice thing about throwing the horizontal kick here is that he avoids the point of my elbow. All right, and because I'm already defensive on this side, it's a better idea. That way, if I do block, he's kicking me in the arm rather than the point of my elbow. Okay, so again, he checks and and again, on this kick, he's making that step out on that 45 to help give him some room and give him a better angle on the front corner of my ribs here. So one last time, he checks, he steps out, and drives that kick to the body. All right, so that's step 4. Step 5 is going to be the rear teep. Okay, so he's going to check, and when you throw a teep, we want to make sure that our knee comes up and extends out, and he's trying to hit with the ball of the foot. All right, I'm not particularly fond of like these straight leg style teeps. They're nice if I don't really want to create much damage, or if the person's moving in on me hard. But it also a lot of times will knock you off balance. Whereas if I do this, that spring motion kind of counterbalances each side. And I very rarely lose balance on these, and if I do, it's moving forward rather than getting knocked back on my heels. So, so he's going to check to the rear teep. Now he's not stepping out on the 45 here. He's coming straight down the pipe. Okay, so he's going to, good, and he's stabbing right below my rib cage. Both of those worked very, very well. And he can actually give me a nice little shove right here and kind of push me away. Good. All right. So that's step 5. And that's our whole series. So we're going to run through it a couple times here and run all the way through 1 through 5. So it's going to be check to switch leg kick. Check to switch straight body kick. Check to rear leg kick. Check to rear body kick, and making sure that those are horizontal, guys, and check to teep. Good. And one more time. Check to switch leg kick. Good. Check to switch body kick. That one's straight. Check to rear leg kick. Check to rear body kick. Good. And check to rear teep. Good. All right, guys, so that is our first check and return drill in this series. We'll be revisiting that and working some other check and returns or defend and return videos and instructionals in the future. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.